Whenever we plan to buy a new PC, we are always torn between laptops and desktops countless times. The notebook comes with a complete set of solutions, but the screen is too small. The performance of the desktop computer is strong, but you have to consider the host space and the optional screen. If you choose a DIY PC, you will be forced to learn the meaning behind various parameters. So is there a set of solutions that can be bought and used immediately and save the small desk space? The answer falls on the all-in-one machine. In our impression, we have many deep-rooted impressions of all-in-one machines, such as difficult upgrades and weak performance. But this time, Colorful gave a completely different answer, that is the iGame G1 Plus all-in-one machine. The overall appearance of iGame G1 Plus is very simple, and the 31.5-inch narrow frame design screen is almost all that you can see from the front. If it weren't for the red iGame button under the stand, you might not even be able to find the power button for a while. While supporting the 31.5-inch screen, the bracket also incorporates a complete set of hardware configurations, up to Core i9 to 12900H, and GeForce RTX 3060 laptop GPU. Considering the heat dissipation and integrated design, as well as the ergonomic design of the large screen with multi-angle steering, the iGame G1 Plus stand is designed to be particularly wide, with heat dissipation texture and grey Nordic-style color matching. It will leave sharp edges and corners impression. Similarly, the sufficient thickness of the bracket also provides sufficient space for more designs on the left and right sides of the device. For example, the right side of the bracket is integrated with the volume adjustment button, and the left side is stuffed with one USB 2.0 and one USB 3.2 Gen 2 and two 3.5mm headphone and microphone ports for easy expansion and daily use. For more expansion interfaces, you need to see the back of iGame G1 Plus, including a USB Type-C that supports USB 3.2 Gen 2, one USB 3.2 Gen 2, two USB 2.0, one RJ45 network port, one HDMI 2.0 and one DisplayPort 1.4 interface. In addition, the passive cooling power supply of iGame G1 Plus has reached 330 watts, which brought me back to the era of performance notebook brick power supply for a while. However, for the settings where the all-in-one gaming machine does not need to be moved frequently, it will not have any impact. In addition to the full lighting atmosphere, the noise control of iGame G1 Plus is satisfactory. Even in the stress test in the Berserk mode, the overall noise of iGame G1 Plus will not exceed 50 decibels. In the actual game process, iGame G1 Plus will not easily overwhelm the fan noise in the Berserk mode, and the test result is maintained at around 40 decibels, which can be easily covered by the two 5-watt speakers on the body. The configuration of the iGame G1 Plus we tested here is Core i5 to 12500H with GeForce RTX 3060 laptop GPU, 16GB DDR4 to 3200 memory. We can see that the CPU and GPU can achieve full load 90 watts and 140 watts configurations under the limit test. It is worth noting that the Core i5 to 12500H has a maximum turbo power of 95 watts in Intel's official setting, which is a height that most Alder Lake H45 notebooks cannot reach in reality, but iGame G1 Plus can make it almost full performance. As mentioned earlier, the 31.5-inch display of iGame G1 Plus provides a certain degree of up, down and left-right rotation angles to ensure that different users can find a comfortable experience during use. At the same time, the display itself has a resolution of 2560 by 1440, a 165Hz IPS screen, and supports Display HDR 400 High Dynamic Display, which also means that in the settings of Windows 11, you can enable the system to turn on the default HDR mode. In terms of actual display effect, we used the Spider X Elite flagship version for testing, and the color gamut is about 92% sRGB, basically in line with the official publicity parameters. Large screen high refresh rate display with two 5-watt opposed speakers, and surround sound effects are very prominent. For example, in Forza Horizon 5, 2K resolution with 165Hz refresh rate. When we are still questioning the practicality of the all-in-one machine, iGame G1 Plus brings a new way of thinking. From the configuration point of view, it seems to be a variant of the notebook configuration, but due to the no longer limited internal heat dissipation space and the absence of mobile needs, iGame G1 Plus uses a larger 330-watt power supply to meet the 90-watt and 140-watt power freed. It is this kind of power release that allows iGame G1 Plus to let itself go in terms of performance. Even the configuration of Core i5 with RTX 3060 laptop GPU can already show the performance of high-end performance notebooks. The focus is on iGame G1 Plus. It can also meet the long-term full-load performance release. And iGame G1 Plus itself also allows users to expand the SODIMM DDR4 memory with larger capacity and PCIe 4.0 solid-state hard disk in the later stage through self-upgrading, leaving the possibility of future upgrades. This is an all-in-one solution that takes into account performance, space and experience. As Colorful expects, iGame G1 Plus will not only appear in the study room, but also have the opportunity to appear in internet cafes and hotels in the future. Integrating the appearance of the home environment and providing sufficient performance and user experience, such an all-in-one solution is rare nowadays. What do you think about this device? Write your opinion. Thanks for watching and see you soon.